Hello everybody, welcome back to the my second ever instance of the state of my account. This is an ode to Dialer's Twilight Tactics. He used to do this every once in a while. It's been about a month since the first instance. I think it's a decent pace. I don't know if anyone wants to see it every 2 weeks or something or more frequently, but a lot has happened in a month. As you see here, I got Grand Inquisitor. Not a fun event. I did not enjoy doing that. It took a long time to do. I don't think I'm going to make a guide for it because I don't think I was good enough at it to merit me telling other people how to do it. I used other guides myself. Basically, you need a lot of offense on everyone and a few other things going on. But I've remodded these guys to be a usable team for me because they're going to be a priority. And I want the level 9 Datacron for them. But as you see here, I don't have the right one. I've tried really hard to reroll this. Well, I can't reroll anything yet, but I've leveled up 4 Datacrons to level 9, which I don't usually do because I'm just desperate to get the Great Inquisitor one because it's so good. This one, I got the middle one here, this ability, and it's very useful. Constantly dispelling is nice. I have not pulled a single tank revive level 3, and I've tried. I've leveled a bunch to level 3 and used all the reroll mats I have. I've got a ton of these turn meter ones, but I can't get the revive. But anyway, enough about Inquisitors. That was one of the major farms I was working on last time. But the other major farm I was working on is Jabba. And I made a lot of progress, actually all of the progress in getting his requirements up. I got here a few days ago when I finally finished off Bouche Leia. That bonus drop for the shards of Bouche and Lando was huge. Kersan would have been huge for me also, but I already finished him. I wish I knew it was coming, or it was going to be that generous, or I would have stopped farming him in Cantina, like at with 100 shards to go or something. But these two got like 70 shards, over 70 shards in 2 days, which is crazy. And then I had enough mats to bump everyone up to the required relic levels. I wasn't paying close attention though, and I accidentally took Jawa to R4, so that was painful. But I'm working on Jabba's tickets right now. It's going to take a little bit, but I don't have nearly enough Zetas to be ready for him. I don't have a Zeta on Skiff or Chrysanthemum, and I'm still only have 36. I don't know. I am always strapped for Zetas. It's very hard. And I'm actually pretty low on Relic mats as well. Let's just use Luke as an example. Get over here. So I have... Well, I can't see all of them. I have... I want to see the Bronziums and stuff. Okay, all Enforcer, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm really low. I have 84 Chromiums, 63 Bronziums. I got tons of the... No, was it Carbonite? This is Chromium. So I'm really low on those. And then going back to the higher level ones, I'm actually not hurting for many of those at all. It's really just the lower ones. So I got 211 of the Erodiums, 267 of these Electriums. I know a lot of people have trouble with those. I just have so many. Zimbittles, 32. I don't have any impulse detectors. So many arrow magnifiers. I wish it was just arrow magnifiers and no impulse detectors. I mean, it's already gated somewhat behind a raid. I have enough to almost do 5 Relic 9s if I so chose. But I don't really have any interest in doing that. I really want to be stingy with my R9s. But yeah, I'm low on gear to scrap. I mean, there's some. This is like the... Yeah, I'm going to scrap this at some point, but I don't have enough to overflow. I barely got to Jabba. And for Electriums, I even have like 400 some of all these. I got 304 of those, 343 of these, 420, 430, just tons of them. The ones I'm lower on are Zimbittles. Impulse detectors came down a bit. I had a lot more. Yeah, Gerda keypads. It's just a lot. So Relics are really getting throttled now with the gear updates, making that the main bottleneck for me. So yeah, everyone's up. I finally have a usable R6, you know. She was like the only bounty hunter I had that was too weak to use for a while. I might have all of them Yeah, I have all of them at Relics, and except Jabba is not unlocked. Everyone is at least Relic 5 in my bounty hunter faction, so that is pretty crazy to think about. The other two farms I'm working on right now are 000 and BT1, but right now, since I'm farming Darkside tickets, I'm only working on this node. I'm not refreshing it because I'm not in a hurry. Even if I got those shards right away, I wouldn't have enough gear or relics or anything for Afra, and there's others to work on. So I want to finish up Jabba, get him to R7. Then I need to get my Inquisitors up to R7 as well for the Reaper mission. And then I might get Hondo to at least R5 so I can do that mission with him and start working on Afra stuff. But yeah, no, I think my plate's pretty full right now with all this. I don't know. I'm glad that I've gotten this far with Jabba, but I have like no materials and he's going to be pretty weak for a little while. Let's look at my progress in Conquest for a second. So I'm going to get Red Crate. I'm pretty far off right now, kind of. I still have some global feats left to do. I haven't finished Sector 5, but that's by choice because I've really been focusing on Datacron farming. As soon as I finished Sector 4, I just started hitting the Tusken node over and over again. Doing the Night Sisters node, some when I had plenty of the Tier 3 mats, and then also the Data Cache. So right now I got 0 of those because I just used all of them. 35 of those. And I always have plenty of the level 3 stuff. So this is a great node to farm. I think this is the second best. I like it better than the Data Cache one. 251, so not like a ton. I'm not drowning in them. I think it's pretty balanced between the materials. Except Data Cache, I still hate how long it takes to farm them. I've started getting the Inquisitor feats because now I have all of them, obviously. Torture, I don't think I'll get there, but I don't think it matters. Because I've already got that global feat almost locked down. It's an easy team for autoing Datacron farming, so it's not like a sacrifice or anything. So I just need to finish that, and then the 2 where it's like you gotta attach the purple thing. So I'll get that, finish Sector 5. But I've been doing Sector 5 a little bit at a time using, for bounty hunter tick kills, using like, let me just see this squad. The one with Mando lead, and a guildmate told me about this. That really helps. It's like Mando lead, Cad Bane, Grief Karga, because they're supports, and then Watt with JML to keep them alive. I've actually got some pretty good 3 stars, but I only want to use my high stamina. They've done really good against Night Sisters. I was able to even farm some kills, let Doc do some revives, and it's good against Separatist droids. Had some good run-ins there. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. I'm just coming back to it once in a while. So I'm not really worried about red boxing. I'm really excited for this to end and get Scythe, though. I think it's going to be a great counter to Profundity, and I'm going to want to test that out right away. As far as my Datacron progress, I've been using the 50 refreshes and most of the hundreds each day. And so that combined with the dismantle materials from set 4, I've got quite a bit already. So I got 8 at least at level 8, and I got 4 at level 9. But most of these are going to be useless. I can use at most 2, and like 3v3 I can use 2 of these, but I have to get them to R7. I don't have any of them at R7 yet. I really just want the Grand Inquisitor one. I think I'm going to re-roll. I hope we win Territory War so I can re-roll. This one is still at 20, so I could get a couple chances, but I don't have the right level 6 or level 3, so it's just a mess for me. This will be the best chance because I already have the level 6, but it costs 40, so I'm gonna have 1, maybe 2 shots to re-roll it, and I don't know. I'm having bad luck this round, so I anticipate that not going my way. The level 0s are piling up, and so how many have I got to level 3 so far? 7, so 12. I've rolled 12 to level 3 and tried re-rolling with every mat I had, And I haven't farmed anymore, but I bought some with like charge up currency. I still haven't got the tank revive, so that's pretty disappointing. So also something I did last time was look at the bottom of my roster, and a lot of it's the same. I have Grand Inquisitor now, and got a lot of stuff finished off. Got Boosh, Lando, and Chrysanthemum finished off. So I only have to scroll a little bit until I get to the point where it's just Gear 12s and Gear 13s. Still have a few important characters on forever on the back burner. KTS is kind of important. I'm fine. I know he's better than Scarif in a Rogue One team, but I'm going to keep him like that for a while. L337, sad I don't have him. What's it? Vader Chewbacca. I mean, that's probably the saddest gap on my roster, but I just don't feel like farming him right now. Sana Staros, not sure when she'll be available, but as soon as she is, I will start farming her. She's just in shipments. I never really buy those shipments unless the character shards are the only thing preventing me from like another unlock. I have everything else ready. Third Sister is gonna be insane, just because of all the death marks. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna take a while to get her though. I don't know when I will ever get her or my guild. First time around we got 1 shard, and the next time we got like 6. So yeah, that's them. And I still have this tab the same. I want R7 or R8. This has not changed at all since the last date of my account. Because I'm just so focused on Java, I just haven't bumped anything up. This has new meaning now that the Rise of the Empire TB has relic gates for everything. Some of these might be more impactful. I don't know, Dash might be a candidate for R8. He's got a great ship as well. Anakin would be as well because he's Galactic Republic and Jedi, so I can make use of him in a couple areas. Same thing with Cam. Starkiller, I use him on Dathomir actually with Supreme Leader Kylo. He helps generate turn meter. But I don't have a full team ready for him like a standard team because Mara Jade is Relic 5 and I like using her, but I mean I could slot a bunch of stuff with him. And for some reason I can't scroll right now. But I might take Ben Solo up. He'll help with Rey. I clicked on something. Computer's having lag issues. Yeah. Hello there. Yeah, I don't know. These guys were the ones I wanted R7 for their own right, not just some territory battles. But I don't know. I'm going to probably do a suggested farming for territory battles soon. And I already have some squads here for all the planets. I'm not going to go into them right now, but look for that in the near future. One more milestone I did hit was I finished off Profundity, got it to 7 stars finally. It took me so long because I just didn't have enough crystals to do it. And, you know, I really don't like how those events work, where you do all this stuff to unlock them, and then you still have to either pay thousands and thousands of crystals to finish them off, or just wait months and months, which isn't really an option if you want to be competitive, because, you know, it just doesn't cut it, and you're losing banners in GAC and Territory Wars when not having full stars. I'm working on Lando's Millennium Falcon just because I've been shut out of that one mission in phase 1 of ROTE TB. I mean, I'm not going to gear up Lando or L3. I mean, L3 I would, but I'm not going to gear up Lando just for this. And I'm not going to get him to R5 for that other mission he has either. But I do need it. I think I've heard it's pretty doable even without a good one. And I'm working on Raven's Claw. It's, you know, it's not a super important ship, but I want to make a point to farm the new ships when they come around. And yeah, I mean, some people I face just place this with Home 1 on defense, and they keep everything else for offense, so maybe that's something I'll explore doing. Or they place this with the Meta Fleets, the Executor, and the Profundity, so maybe that's something I'll explore. Not sure. Now, the last thing I want to touch base on is Skill Squish. I've been very irritated by the level of Skill Squish drop each time. I was 3860 at the end of last season, so I dropped 88 points. And I'm like pretty high up in Kyber 1. I'm ranked 398. And I'm only 172 points away from Kyber 2, or 162. So I don't know what's going on, if they just have the formula messed up or something, because it used to be 4 weeks of JC, now it's 3. But I've seen Xerath cover this pretty heavily, like where people are just getting swished out of all levels of Kyber, and there's a lot of stats to back it up. I hope CG addresses this, has a post, looks into it, and fixes it, because it's just, why do they want no Kyber 1? I mean, that is objectively affecting people. If you would be Kyber 1, when there was like 10,000 people in to begin with when it started last year, or not last year, to the end of 2021. And it's gonna, I mean, it's gonna affect people a lot. Like, if I have to fall to Kyber 2, it's 20 crystals a day, and I am not slacking in GAC. Like, I don't know how many people are left in it. Is like gonna be under 2,000 now. It's just, it's crazy. Like, I only would need to lose a few, because I fell from like 600 to like almost 2,000 in one round at one point. So it's very tight, and yeah, I don't know. I think this is pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, Kyber 2, I mean, it's not gonna be the worst, but it's still, it's like they're reducing rewards for everybody, and why? Like, you got rid of crystals from Arena, and there's that whole chart, which has proved mostly accurate. You only need to kind of like be 500 level to keep all those crystals coming, but I don't want to see Kyber 1 disappear, so hopefully that gets addressed soon. But anyway, that's it for the state of my account, January 2022. I think I'll keep doing this once a month. Let me know what you'd like to see or like to hear me talk about with my account, or tell me what's going on with your account. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.